The following is a presentation of the Game Time Sports Network. From the campus of Motlow State Community College in beautiful Tullahoma, Tennessee, this is Motlow State Soccer. And now it's game time. Yes, indeed, folks, it is game time, or in this case, match time. I'm Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network, coming to you from Shelbyville, Tennessee on a crisp and rather breezy fall afternoon. It is certainly better than when we were here weather-wise than when we were here a few days ago. Yeah, it's a bit on the chilly side, but we'll take it over the deluge of rain that we dealt with the last time we were here. This is Motlow State Soccer, as this is the TCCAA championship match up against a very, very formidable opponent. That would be the Pellissippi State Lady Panthers. The Lady Panthers come into this match 9-1-2 in the conference with a 12-3-2 overall record. Mariana Diaz-Lopez, the head coach for this Pellissippi State Lady Panther squad, and Brenna Lacaille, she is the assistant coach. And again, they have just done remarkable things with this young soccer program at Pellissippi State. Athletic Director Brock Evans and company doing a super job getting a number of sports off the ground here in the last year, including men's and women's basketball and baseball and softball. Andy Lyon, the head coach for the Motlow State Bucks, who are the regular season champion. They come in 11-1-1 in the conference, 14-3-2 overall. As the starting lineups are being announced, let's go ahead and step aside and let that happen.
Move your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Well, we were looking to have some starting lineups announced. I guess that will not happen, but I know some names that more than likely we will be saying here today for the Pellissippi State Lady Panthers. Ava Greenwald, She, their leading scorer, 17 goals on the season and 36 points. Greenwald, a freshman forward. Jalen Love, she is second on the Lady Panthers with 8 goals on the year. For the Motlow State Bucks, Teresa Coleman, she's had an incredible season. 19 goals on the season. Then there's Ariana Dunez with 13 goals. Madeline Wellham coming in with 12 goals on the year. So look for those to be names that will probably be spoken a number of times here today. In goal for the Motlow State Bucks, it will be Miss Butler, Jordan Butler, the goalkeeper out of Murfreesboro. She a freshman. And looking to see the goalkeeper, who that will be for Pellissippi State. It appears to be their sophomore from Lund, Sweden, Julia Olsen. Andy Lyon, the head coach for Motlow State, assisted by Katie Reed. As the kickoff is about ready to get underway, it appears that Madeline Wellham will get things started here in the circle for Motlow State. The winner of this match heads to Iowa Western this coming Saturday. And it is nice to see the sunshine, especially with what we've dealt here in this area weather-wise for the last, feels like forever. A little chilly, but we'll take it. A feels-like temperature here in Shelbyville, Tennessee at 43 degrees with a wind at about 13 miles per hour, a steady breeze. The throw-in for Pellissippi State coming from Elena Stallworth, a sophomore from New Tazewell, Tennessee. And we'll do it again. Going now to Jimenez, a freshman. Already with some pretty good penetration here into the Motlow State zone. And that goes off the football crossbar of the goalpost. We're playing, as you can see, on the football field here. This beautiful facility in Shelbyville at Shelbyville Central High. There is Ayan Ahmed, number 26 for Motlow State, duking it out with Stallworth. As the ball goes out of play. This is Stallworth, the sophomore, that will throw it in once again. And does so. And this is Greenwald, number 12. As we mentioned, she the top scorer for the Lady Panthers. The 2 times these teams have squared off against one another. We had a tie on the Motlow State campus, and at Pellissippi State, Motlow came away with a 3-1 victory. Motlow State throwing it in now. There's Coleman being chased down by Jimenez. Now Olivia Wellham giving it a boot. But there is the Pellissippi State defense. And out of play it goes. The throw in now by Royce Russell. And we get a whistle. And the kick goes to about midfield. Off the head of a Motlow State player. There's Cador, number 16, to get a touch. And now trying to penetrate the Pellissippi State zone, Madeline Wellham, number 4, for Motlow State, being defended by number 4 for Pellissippi State. That would be Emmy Bohm, a freshman defender out of Lund, Sweden. There are 3 players on the Pellissippi State squad from Lund, Sweden. One of those players from Lund, Sweden, the goalkeeper, Julia Olsen. And off to the races. Giving it over now to Stallworth, who gets it across the field. And a touch by Mendoza, number 14. And Olivia Wellham manages to clear it to some degree. Now here's Dunez, number 23 for Motlow State. As Haley Campbell now will put it in play for Motlow State. There's Coleman to receive the throw-in. And out of play it quickly goes. Madeline Wellham trying to pass it to Ella Hobson, number 21. Ella, a freshman midfielder from Middlesbrough, England. A number of UK players on this Motlow State squad, which makes sense since head coach Andy Lyon, also from the UK. The throw in now. And across midfield. Attempting to get a pass to Jada Stewart, number 3, but there is Butler to get a touch, the Motlow State goalkeeper. Now Cador gets it to Zeladon, number 19. Aura Zeladon from Nicaragua. A fast-paced match to get things started. Quite an up-tempo affair thus far. A nice pass over to Julia Atherton. She, too, one of the players from Lund, Sweden. Now kicked over across midfield. Haley Campbell giving him a bit of a tussle with Russell, freshman defender for Pellissippi State. Pellissippi State kick in front of the net. Nice move from Alfredon. as it goes out of play. Stallworth now will put it back in play with the throw-in. And out of play it goes once again. And it appears that Zeladon was the last to touch for Motlow State. So Stallworth with the throw-in. Atlanta Stallworth. Across midfield. And a couple of players tangling up their feet and hitting the turf. Haley Campbell will put it in play now. She is from Winchester, Tennessee, a sophomore. Gets it across to Zeladon. Now, here's Coleman, the leading scorer, who gets a touch for Motlow State. And it goes out of play. And the left foot from Coleman puts it out of play. Coming up on 35 minutes remaining in this first half. This will be Madeline Wellham with the corner kick. Gets it to Coleman. Coleman now. And a kick toward the front of the net. And back toward the goal, and that is Dunez in the near corner. So the goalkeeper, Olson, will put things back in play here. Gets it across. And here is Dunez with traffic. Molina, number 12, comes close for Motlow State to try to get the angle for a shot, but the Pellissippi State defense having something to say about it. And now Pellissippi trying to move things. This is Stewart, number 3. But there is Motlow to intercept it. That is Haley Campbell, number 7. Trying to work things down here in this Pellissippi State zone. Campbell with the throw in, gets it to Molina. Campbell with another throw in. And Ella Hobson in the vicinity for Motlow. So we'll throw it in again. Dunez comes up to meet it. Now over to Zeladon, number 19. And she makes a nifty move to get around the defender. And Madeline Wellham in the mix. And Ellie Barrett, a freshman forward, gets it down into the Motlow State zone. Olivia Wellham. She and Stewart in a bit of a duel. And right in front of the net. And keeping it alive is Julia Atherton. Here comes Ahmed to touch. And it goes out. So Ralston, or pardon me, this is Stallworth. She will inbound it now. And out it goes. The inbound, the throw-in pass. We are coming up on 30 minutes left in this first half. Traffic in front of the net, cleared out by Campbell. And here is Wellham. Oh, as they both get their feet tangled and hit the deck. Nice crowd here for this finals match, and an enthusiastic one as well. Zeladon with the throw-in. Gets it to Dunez, and trying to get it across to Campbell. Dunez now zooming past Jimenez. Trying to set things up is Motlow State. Here's Molina. Gets it toward the goal. A nice, beautiful save from Olsen. Olsen rolls it out to Linda Madrid, a freshman defender, number 5. Off the noggin of Molina. Now Dunez scoots it across over to Hobson, number 21. And out of play it goes. Under 30 minutes to play, we'll have a corner kick from Madeline Wellham. Motlow State freshman midfielder from Cambridge, England. The kick over to Molina. And toward the net. But there is Olsen to pick it out of midair. And the punt. Coming up to greet it, Emmy Baum, number 4. And now defended by the goalkeeper, Olsen. There's Dunez to pick it up for the Bucks. Over to Coleman. Motlow State's leading scorer gets it to Hobson on the far side. And the angle kick, a good angle, but there is Olsen to retrieve. So we appear to have a sub here as Zeladon goes out. And Lola Cunningham, number 8, coming in for Motlow State. Campbell throws it in for the Bucks. There's Molina. The left-footed kick. Trying to lead Coleman with the pass, but just a little too long. Tezzi gets it over to Hobson. And Olsen picks it up and rolls it out to Emmy Bohm. And here's Jada Stewart with a nice pass to Ellie Barrett, number 9. Cador, though, is there for Motlow to get it to the goalkeeper Butler, who gets it back to Cador. Cador with a little chip shot over to Hobson. Hobson trying to pass it to Madeline Wellham. And here is Hobson with Ellie Barrett on her tail. Coleman now gets it to Olivia Wellham, number 2 for Motlow, before it goes out of play. 24:45 to play in this first half. This a tight match, as we knew it would be, at least up to this point, as the sophomore goalkeeper Julia Olsen puts it back in play. This is Lana Stallworth. She throws it in. And Dunez is there. She gets it to Scales, number 5, who is in the match now. Chloe Scales, a freshman from Essex, England. Hobson getting it in play. And a whistle. Coming up to greet it was Cunningham. A pretty raucous crowd, but compared to what we're used to here, a number of Pellissippi State fans have made the trip here to Shelbyville to follow their team. Stallworth gets it in. And we get a whistle now as Julia Outheden for Pellissippi State came up with it. Now we'll have a kick. Toward the zone. And there's Haley Campbell along with Jada Stewart. Stewart now with the kick. And there is Butler to collect, the Motlow State goalkeeper. Toward midfield it goes on the punt. Ella Hobson chipping it over to Madeline Wellham. Now Hobson gets it in the direction of Ahmed, and it goes out. Stallworth now. Will put the ball in play. Molina gets it to Campbell. Haley gets out in the middle of the field. But a nice move past Scales by Pellissippi State. There is Jada Stewart, the freshman forward from Maryville, Tennessee, number 3 for Pellissippi State. Coming up on 20 minutes remaining in this first half. The Lady Panthers will throw it in. Number 15, Emma Campos into the match for Pellissippi State. Chloe Scales scoots it down the pitch. Madeline Wellham. She'll handle the throw in for the Bucks. Tried to get it over to Molina. Ahmed getting a touch. Now here's Dunez being chased down by Leah Mendoza. Some fancy moves from Dunez. A nice pass over to Buena, Kinley Buena. Now Molina with the ball, and it goes out of play. Here's Olsen now, the Lady Panther goalkeeper. Haley Campbell trying to come up with it. Given a little bit of a shove by Campos. Now Madeline Wellham. Campbell will put it in play. With 18:15 to play in the first half. And out it goes in the far corner. Linda Madrid retrieves it, gets it over to the goalkeeper, Olsen. Pellissippi with the throw in. There's Dunez to take it off the torso as she gains control, chased by a couple of Pellissippi State defenders, and manages to weave her way through them. And the kick into the belly of Olsen. Campbell now lofts it further deeper into the Pellissippi State zone, but quickly out of play. Here's Scales now. Gets it to Madeline Wellham. Madeline just a little off target. Sailed it wide left. We knew this would be a battle between the top two teams in the conference. And that is what we have here. Again, in the two meetings between these two clubs, there has been a tie and then a win by Motlow State. Stallworth throws it in quickly to Sofia Jimenez. But here is Dunez now. She will put it in play. Or no, make that Campbell. Coleman tried to chase it down for Motlow. And a tangling of feet as Linda Madrid and Madeline Wellham got a bit tangled. Madrid hitting the turf. But she gets up. Inbound to Madeline Wellham, making a nifty move to fend off the defender. Madeline will toss it in. Haley Campbell gets it back over to Madeline Wellham. And out of play it goes after it bounces off of Stallworth. And the kick off the side of the net from Dunez. A number of refs in the crowd, apparently. We've got a corner kick now from Madeline Wellham. Or is it now? Okay, it appears to be from Dunez. Will do the honors. Oh, some action and traffic in front of the net here as Jada Stewart gained control for a bit. Now Jalen Love, number 7 for Pellissippi, delivers it, but there is Cador to just go ahead and get it back to Butler, the goalkeeper. Now Cador gets it once again, chased down by Jalen Love. This is Royce Russell to throw it in for the Lady Panthers. Lola Cunningham gets a touch. Here is Stewart. And working to outmaneuver Cador. Royce Russell will put it in play once again. The kick. As that ricochets off of Cador. Coleman giving it to Ahmed, who in turn gets it to Buena, who was trying to get it over to Coleman. Exactly 11 minutes remaining in this first half. And the tight battle continues. The throw in by Motlow. Dunez now with control. And there is Emmy Bohm to try to advance it deeper. Molina, and bounces right into the grasp of the goalkeeper, Olsen. And we get a whistle. Under 10 minutes remain in this first half. Dunez giving a touch on it, but there was Eva Greenwald. Buena off her torso, gets it to Hobson. Now, there was Madeline Wellham trying to pass it, but the foot race now, and wisely kicked out by Cunningham, number 8. Here is Stallworth to throw it in with 8:23 remaining. Dunez trying to advance, trying to get the pass over to Buena. And, a slide. Yeah, there is Campbell to intercept that long kick. But Pellissippi State gaining control. Now here's Cador for Motlow. Giving it across the field to Hobson. who quickly has it taken away by the Pellissippi State defender. Here's Mendoza, number 14, trying to get it out to Jada Stewart, but there is Butler, the Motlow State goalkeeper, to grab possession. Butler with the punt and off the head of Hobson. Now off the head of Coleman. A lot of heady plays here. Jada Stewart. She is everywhere. Cunningham wins that battle, though, with Stewart. Lola trying to advance it over to Madeline Wellham. Stallworth being greeted by Molina. Now Mendoza. And here is Hobson. Hobson with a shot that's wide right. The goalkeeper, Olsen, will put it in play now. Olsen chips it over to Madrid, who gets it across, and there is Dunez, who tried to keep it in, but it does go out. Madeline Wellham trying to pass it over to Ariana Baxter, number 3, who's in the match now for Motlow State. So we're going to get a penalty kick here, it appears. This is Ariana Dunez, number 23. Dunez, one of the leading scorers for Motlow State. And there you have your first goal of this match. As Dunez puts it in the net to put Motlow State up 1-0. Pellissippi with the kickoff. And here is Greenwald now. Ooh, a nice save from Butler. And a beautiful shot from Jalen Love. But there was Butler to thwart things. 4:25 remaining in this first half. Ariana Baxter, number 3. Giving it back over to Coleman. And Ella Hobson chases it, the midfielder. 5'9" freshman. Russell comes in for the throw-in. And this is Molina, who gets it over to Olivia Wellham. Olivia trying to deposit it deep into the Pellissippi State zone where Coleman greets it, but it goes out. Ahmed comes in to sub for Madeline Wellham now for Motlow State. And Olivia Wellham will put it in play now. Here's Greenwald being met by Cador. Lola Cunningham manages to get a touch on it, knocks it out. Russell gives it a poke off the top of her head. Clock stopped at 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Here's the kick by Bohm. Now Hobson lays a foot into it. But there is Olsen, the goalkeeper. Molina over to Ahmed. Ahmed, a deadly shooter. And Stallworth almost gets control. Here comes Campbell to put it in play. And Haley shanks it out of play. And Ella Hobson there to greet it. Gets it over to Olivia Wellham. Olivia back over to Lola Cunningham. Cunningham finds Campbell. And the mad scramble. Some pretty rough defense here as these players, they mean business, fighting for the championship. We're under a minute. In fact, under 30 seconds to play in this first half. Lola Cunningham now gets a touch. There's Ahmed, but there is Linda Madrid, number 5. Now, Campbell gets it over to Baxter. And out of play it goes. As time elapses in this first half. So we come up to halftime here. This has, while there has only been one goal scored, this has been an exciting match and a lot of action thus far. So we will take our 15-minute break here at the half with Motlow State getting that goal to put them up by 1. So, again, we'll take a bit of a respite here and rejoin you in a little less than 15 minutes. This is the Game Time Sports Network. The second half is about to get underway with Motlow State up by 1. 45 minutes until we crown a new champion for the TCCAA Region 7 for women's soccer. The winner of this match heading to Iowa Western, which is in Council Bluffs, Iowa, which for all intent and purposes is Omaha. I mean, it's right across the river. 800 miles away, about a 12-hour drive from this particular area around Shelbyville anyway. Stallworth giving it over to Linda Madrid. And there is Dunez giving it to Campbell now. Dunez and Stallworth. "49 degrees here in Shelbyville, and it's a little windy. So a bit on the chilly side, but the good news is it's dry. As a Motlow State player down, and a trainer coming to take a look. As Olivia Wellham and Ella Hobson look on, can't quite make out the player that is down. Just getting underway in the second half. As you can see, the clock stopped at 43:56. The shadows already getting rather long. So that was Madeline Wellham that was down, but she is up and jogging over to the sidelines. In for her is Kinley Buena. Sunset due here in about 45 minutes, so we will be under the lights here before you know it. Turning those clocks back will put us in the dark with the sun setting at 4:49. Ahmed will go chase the ball down and give it to Campbell for the throw-in. Stallworth throws it in. Here comes Olivia Wellham. She may only be 5'2", but she is fast, very quick. I talked about that on the coach's show that Coach Andy Lyon and I had here a week or so back, which you can find on the Game Time Sports Network website and also at our Facebook page, commenting on how quick the Wellhams are, Olivia in particular. Here's Stallworth now, giving a touch. as Hobson chases it down. And now Jalen Love gets a touch. And it goes out for the goalkeeper Butler to put it in play. And she chips it over to Cunningham, who in turn pops it toward midfield. There's Molina, who gets it back to Cador. And now to Olivia Wellham. There's Hobson. And it goes out, apparently. So here's Russell to put it in. Play. There's Dunez scooting past the defender. Giving it to Hobson. Ella being defended by Russell. And out it goes. So we'll have a corner kick. And Coleman will do that. In front of the net as it pinballs around. Here's Olsen as she scoots it over to Emmy Bohm. And Emmy getting it now to Jimenez. Stallworth. Oh, and I believe that's that is Ahmed, I believe, that got their feet tangled and hit the turf. So a Motlow kick here. There's Molina to greet it, and she gets control. Now here is Dunez, who slows it down. Got it over to Ahmed. Ooh, Ahmed almost had a scoring chance. So we have a foul. And Pellissippi State has Emmy Bohm now. Chips it over to Russell, and out it goes. As I believe Hobson was last to touch. Ahmed is greeted by Stallworth. Here's Coleman. Now over to Molina. And now Dunez gets it to Hobson. Ella scoots past the defender, Jalen Love. Dunez over to Hobson. Ella looking for some help. Tries to center it up for Coleman. Olivia Wellham kicks it out of play. The goalkeeper, Olsen, will grab another ball and get us going here again. Bohm giving it to Jalen Love. And we get a whistle for another foul. Emmy Bohm preparing to kick. Ahmed and Stallworth, as they both lose their footing. And there's the whistle, and away we go. Kick deep into the Motlow State zone. Here's Ahmed dribbling it down, getting it now to Coleman. And Olsen will retrieve it. Ahmed gets it to Coleman. And she's chased down by Stallworth. And across the field, back to Dunez. Dunez finds Hobson. Ella now with Jalen Love on her heels. And out of play it goes. 35 minutes remaining. Olivia Wellham puts it in play. Hobson and has it blocked by Russell. Coleman now. Corner kick from Teresa, who goes by Tezzy. Olivia centers it up. There's Cador. And Cador gets it now to Lola Cunningham. Dunez gets it back over to Cador. And now Olivia. Number 2. Ella Hobson. Now to Kinley Buena. Kinley gets it across over to Madeline Wellham, and the shot is high. Dunez. And now Ella Hobson. Back to Cador in the backfield. Now there's Cunningham. Lola delivers it midfield. Haley Campbell there. Gets it to Dunez right in the circle. Ariana with a little bump with Greenwald, number 12. Love takes control for Pellissippi State. Gives it a boot with the left foot. And Butler, the goalkeeper, will come up to retrieve and get it to Cador, who chips it over to Olivia Wellham. And it promptly goes out of play off the foot of Jalen Love. Coleman, who's been held in check here today. Here's Haley Campbell. Over to Madeline Wellham. And here comes Campbell to throw it in for the Bucks with 31:10 remaining in the match. Or at least in this second half. Jalen Love being followed closely by Hobson. Russell throws it in. And Jimenez, number 18, gets it over to Stallworth. Stallworth greeted by Madeline Wellham. And it goes out of play. Jimenez has her pocket picked by Molina. And we're off to the races as Kenley Buena able to penetrate the zone, but then there was Emmy Bohm to take control. The throw in now by Madeline Wellham. Jalen Love with the ball. Tries to thread the needle through the Motlow State defense to get it to Greenwald. Here's Buena being greeted by Linda Madrid, number 5. The throw in. Now here's Coleman. Coleman gets it over to Dunez. Oh, and a beautiful save on a nice shot. Julia Olson. Keeping it a 1-0 game. 1-0 match is Jalen Love giving a touch. Russell will put it in play here for the Lady Panthers. And a beautiful shot, or at least a pass over to Puenya. She was kind of wide open there for a bit. Olivia Wellham will put it in play. So we'll do it again. Cador gets it to Cunningham. Actually, it's Campbell. Cunningham getting it now, giving it over to Madeline Wellham on the far side. Here comes Linda Madrid and Buena in the far corner. Buena takes control. And not before, though, Bohm is able to clear it out. The inbound from Campbell, giving it to Coleman. Now back over to Haley Campbell. Now back to Coleman. Coleman trying to center it up. There's Dunez, but just too strong with that shot attempt as she lofts it over the net. Greenwald giving it now to Jimenez, who in turn gets it to Russell, but there is Hobson. There's Butler as Julia Atherton was in pursuit. Dunez poking it across midfield. Here's Madeline Wellham being chased by about 4 Pellissippi State defenders. And Emily Aguero in the match now, the sophomore forward, number 15 from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. In for Motlow State. Coleman and Jada Stewart getting into it, and the far side. Madrid chips it across midfield. Stallworth now back over to Madrid. There's Jimenez. She works her way around the defender Molina. And Aguero literally thrown to the ground. You would think there would be That should be a card. It's a yellow card. I could even see where that would be red. That was a flagrant throw to the turf. As Aguero was just slammed to the ground. Here's Cador now giving it to Olivia Wellham. Olivia gets it past Love. Hobson now. Aguero and Stallworth now over to Greenwald. Almost looked like that went out, but I guess not. Cunningham getting a foot on things. Now Munoz, number 10 for Pellissippi State, is able to get it over to Altheden. Here's Nunez, and she promptly sails it out of play. 21:42 left in this second half. The throw in now from Russell. And there's Cunningham to defend it, clear it out a little bit. And we've got a Motlow State player down. .21:04 remaining. And as you can see, Motlow State up 1-0. I think we've just got a cramp here, is what it appears to be, a calf cramp. The winner of this match will head to Council Bluffs, Iowa, to face Iowa Western. About 800 miles away. Council Bluffs, for those of you that may not be familiar, I mean, for all intents and purposes, that is Omaha, Nebraska. I mean, it's right there on the river, right across the river from Omaha. So that's Olivia Wellham that I believe was dealing with the calf cramp. She, I think, removes a little bit of tape. As play resumes, Haley Campbell gives it a kick. Cunningham keeps it away from the Pellissippi State players by popping it off her head. Stewart now weaving her way through the Motlow State defenders. And there is Butler with a nice save to keep it 1-0 with 20 minutes and 32 seconds left in this half. Jordan Butler gives it a kick, the goalkeeper for Motlow State. Nunez weaving her way through things, but not before Ellie Barrett steps in, number 9 for Pellissippi State. And here is Barrett now before Haley Campbell takes it away. Now Hyaton with the ball, number 14 for the Bucks. Giving it to Molina. Molina in turn finds Aguero. And we get a foul. This is Madrid. Linda gives it a kick. Hyaton chips it back over to Cunningham, who in turn gets it to midfield. And Russell delivers it back to the goalkeeper, Olsen, who gets it back to Madrid. Aguero now waiting for some help. Gets it back over to Molina. Molina feeds it to Hyaton, who promptly falls. No call. Madrid giving it to Stallworth. Trying to get a pass over to Barrett. And there is Cunningham to clear it. And we get a foul call. And we actually get a yellow card here. As the lights come on here at Shelbyville Central High. Lovely facility here, brand new. Quite a bit of traffic here. There is, and we have a couple of players collide here. I think the Pellissippi State players ran into one another, but I could be mistaken. 17:27 remaining. Well, evidently a foul called on Motlow. And Butler able to keep it out of the net and land on it. Little bit of a rebound there, but and a little trickery on the kick. But Motlow able to keep it a 1-0 match. Hobson. Campbell throws it in. Gets it to Dunez. Dunez over to Buena. But there is Pellissippi State to knock it out of play. Coleman being chased down by Love. And there is Buena with a scoring attempt. 15:34 left here. Russell giving it now to Munoz, number 10. Munoz in turn giving it to Greenwald. Love now being followed by Dunez, and there's Dunez now greeting Munoz. Greenwald. And Dunez gives it a kick. Hobson now with control. And Ella delivering it across midfield. Under 15 minutes to play. Stallworth and Ariana Baxter. Now here is Stewart. Back over to Stallworth. Coleman comes up. Gets it to Buena. And Kinley promptly knocks it out. Well, I guess it was Pellissippi State last to touch as Zeladon puts it in play. And here's Ella Hobson. Emmy Bohm now gives it a kick over to Russell, and she gets past Coleman. A nice move, but here is Jordan Butler to grab it. Butler with a line drive kick. Ariana Baxter gets it to Dunez. Ariana back over to Cunningham, who kicks it across midfield. Kinley Buena playing a little keep away from Linda Madrid. Now over to Baxter. Ariana gives it a boot. And off the noggin of Russell. Haley Campbell gets it to Coleman. Coleman left foot kick over to Hobson in the near corner. Ella trying to center it up. There's Hyaton with a scoring chance and a goal. Jocelyn Hyaton, freshman midfielder from Shelbyville, makes it 2-0. Motlow State. With 11:58 remaining. Nicely set up. Ella Hobson with the assist. This is Munoz, number 10. Now, Pellissippi State trying to penetrate the Motlow zone here. This is Baxter. Big long kick over to Buena, who's in the foot race with Madrid. And we've got an injured player on the other side of the field as they're calling for assistance for a Pellissippi State player who is down. I think that may be Stallworth. So the clock stops at 10:55 while the player is tended to. Again, the winner advances to Iowa Western to take on Iowa Western in Council Bluffs. That is Saturday when that match is due to happen. Council Bluffs, Iowa, which of course is right across the river from Omaha, Nebraska. Still a good ways away, about 800 miles, about a 12-hour drive. Yes, it is a bit chilly here. The kind folks here with Motlow State just delivering some hot chocolate. Nice touch. So again, not really able to determine who the injured player is. Thinking that may be Ilana Stallworth, as they are checking her right leg. You can see she is being helped off the field, not putting much weight on that right leg. We certainly wish her well. As play resumes, 10:55 remaining. Russell and Coleman battling it out. Now chasing it down is Buena as Linda Madrid defends her. Ariana Baxter will put it in play. And there is Molina and goes off her foot. Coleman chipping it over to Campbell. Haley gets it to Hobson. Hobson now over to Coleman. And quickly, the defender comes up to greet her. Here's Dunez getting a nice pass over to Buena. And Olsen comes up to quickly pick it up. Jada Stewart now. This is Altheden. And has it knocked away by Campbell. And Haley falls to the turf. No call, 9 minutes on the clock. That kick off the foot of Jimenez sails over the net. Baxter now. And out it goes. Nice move. And the kick is grabbed by the goalkeeper, Butler. And Jordan with the punt. Haley Campbell tosses it in. Nice little move from Jimenez to take it away from Coleman. Now there is Coleman. Tezzi as it's cleared by Motlow. Zeladon, number 19, in the match, and clears it out. And Zeladon also gets a foot on it, but out it goes, and the throw in. The foot race and the collision. Motlow coach Andy Lyon standing on the sideline with his arms up like, come on, where's the call? Cador along with Hobson. And the mad scramble as now Buena chases it down, but there's Emmy Bohm to take it. Bohm gets it across to Madrid. Madrid and Molina. Hobson with a scoring chance, but nice save from Olsen. She's had some pretty ones here today. Jimenez with Coleman on her heels. Under 5 minutes to play. Here's Althedon with a scoring chance, but sails over the net. So Jordan just kind of chips it over to Campbell. Hobson. This is Stewart and Campbell. Both collide, and we get a foul call. And Butler able to get a hand on it and knock it out of harm's way. So a corner kick from Pellissippi State in the far corner. Good traffic in front of the net, but we get a foul in the middle of all that. Cunningham was down for a bit, but she appears to be okay. Butler giving it to Campbell. And Zeladon shanks it, and out it goes. But not necessarily a bad thing, as time is at about 90 seconds remaining as the clock continues to count down. And knocked back out by Coleman. knocked out by Dunez. So we will get a corner kick with 1 minute left. And cleared by Coleman. And that sails over the net. So as the waning seconds pass here, Motlow State, who was the regular season champion, will come away with the tournament championship and advance to the next round in the NJCAA that will take them to Iowa Western in Council Bluffs, Iowa, to advance So, congratulations. It is a 2-0 final. As Motlow State continues on this fantastic season. Coaches Andy Lyon and Katie Reed have got to be super excited to be moving on in what has, again, just been a remarkable season. And also a remarkable season for this Pellissippi State Lady Panthers soccer team, led by coaches Mariana Diaz-Lopez and Brenna Lacalle. They, too, with a fantastic season. And it all comes to a close now. So there, as you can see, a trophy presentation is about to commence. And we will stick around for that. Assistant TCCAA Director Mike Campbell, who you see with his back to you there near the table, will bestow the hardware on the champion and runner-up. So we will stick around for that.
Please welcome to the field to present the final awards for the 2025 Women's Soccer TCCAA Region 7 Tournament. Katie Willingham, Women's Director of Region 7, and Mike Campbell, Assistant Commissioner of the TCCAA.
Along with Mike Campbell is Katie Willingham, who is the athletic director at Columbia State, and also the lead for Region 7 athletics for the TCCAA.
First up, please congratulate our runner-up, the Lady Panthers of Pellissippi State.
Yes, a fine season by the Lady Panthers. They will end their year 12-4-2 overall.
Before we introduce your champions, we would first like to recognize the tournament's most valuable player from Motlow State. Your MVP, Ariana Dunez.
Ariana Dunez named the tournament most valuable player.
Now, your champions of the TCCAA Region 7 Tournament, Motlow State Bucks!
A fine season indeed.
Good luck to the Motlow State Bucks as they will be competing at the Central District November 8th for a chance to advance to the national tournament.
So that'll wrap us up. It has been a fine season on the Game Time Sports Network to be covering Motlow State soccer, and basketball is our next exciting presentation. Men's and women's Motlow State Bucks basketball. We will be covering all home basketball home conference basketball games for Motlow State. And that will get started here in a little over a week. So we invite you to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, what have you, to stay in touch with the matches that, the games that we'll be covering. But you can also go to our website at GameTimeSportsNetwork.com and find all of the information. All of the live stream links will be there. And you'll also be able to follow us on our Roku app, as well as Amazon Fire TV and Google TV. So no shortage of avenues and platforms to follow Motlow State athletics. So, again, congratulations to Pellissippi State Soccer, as well, of course, as the Bucks from Motlow State as they advance to the next round. So, we appreciate you joining us, and we'll be around for basketball, as we said. So we look forward to joining you then. Until then, my friends, this is Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network, saying please stay safe.